Let us help you find your melody at Heid Music.
Good musical morning, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Behind the Bench, where we take you behind, above, and beyond the repair bench here at Heid Music Company. Hello, welcome. How we all doing? We're doing good? We're doing great? I hope we're doing okay. You know, the last couple weeks, it's the same kind of start to this show where I go, I swear I fixed this ding-ding chat thing. I messaged myself, you know, and it gave me the points. Yeah. And then it didn't work. And then Sean and I see that you tried it and it didn't work. Beans. We'll get it figured out. I thought I had it. I think I was using the wrong trigger command. And it didn't work. I thought I fixed it, I'm trying to say, and then it worked right away for me. But anyways, yeah, you're just stuck. I think the actual rewards, they should work, hopefully. Feel free to try to check your thing and with exclamation point repair space rubies, and see if some of them work and some of them don't. I take screenshots and I send out to the support thing like, hey, why is this happening? But I also have had a very, very wild, wacky, crazy, why? See? Okay, Cameron, Joe, but a nail doesn't give you anything? I don't understand. I don't understand what's going on, why some are and some aren't. It's so interesting. I'll have to really look into that. So, I don't think it's a timing thing. Sean in here, I am bread. See, Nell, the good thing about you, Nell, is like, you're just like, I don't care, I got naan. I got naan bread all over the place. We're good. So, yeah, it's wild that some work and some don't. I don't understand it. There's a bunch of coding that goes into the system that I am not good at, but I'm slowly working and figuring it out. So I apologize. Thank you for being patient and kind of working through this. I think it's fun. It's an exciting thing and something that we can. Oh, Seth. So apparently Seth has a ton of points, and that's just fine. Now I have to sing everything, but it's the intro. I don't know how to do this. I don't know why I put this as a thing. I'm not very good at this part, but that's okay, because we do it anyway. Yeah, thanks, Seth, for the reward of me singing to all of you. It's more of a curse because I can't sing, but hey, that's on you. But we're going to have a good time anyway. Today is the day that we say, hey, let's repair some horns and let's have a good time, because singing is a joy that I tend to find very fulfilling here in my heart and my soul. And here we go. I keep singing myself into a hole. And it's not really singing, it's more like a talking kind of thing where I kind of sing and kind of don't. But hey, we just kind of wing it today as we're in the sing mode. Welcome to Behind the Bench. Let's go. Okay, that was pretty good. It kind of worked, right? What would you call that? Like, what is that? Like I'm not really singing, I'm just kind of talking in a sing-songy kind of way? Yeah, it's like a slam poetry thing, yeah. I'm not really singing, I'm more like a slam poetry thing. But hey, you know, I do say good musical morning. You're right, Aaron, you're right. Well, there you go. I hope that's okay. Okay, Molly gave me a heads up that says, I'm walking behind you to do dents. Are you going to freak out? Yeah. Yeah, I am. But it's more of a William Shatner inspired song. Yeah, that's right. I'll be honest, I wasn't expecting that so early today, so you threw me off a little bit. But hey, we got through. I think that was fine. I can't. There's no way I'm going to pronounce that, Joe. But anyways, good morning, everyone. Seth, of course, good morning. Joe, Tom, good morning. Good morning. Shannon, I saw Dan or Don. Don, you said good morning. I saw that. Cameron, my man, my bro. Good morning. I hope everyone's doing okay today. It's been a wacky week. I'm not going to get into too many details, but I'm tired, but we're going to make it through. And it's exciting, you know. Marty, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, we're doing okay. So today, we're going to be working on some stuff. I have a flute on my bench. I don't remember where I was at or what it's for. It's or anything. But we're going to take a look at it. We're going to finish it up, and we're going to make it just beautiful. Just beautiful. After that, we're going to have Molly. Maybe not quite after that, but our Molly minute today is we have a saxophone right there. See that? Saxophone right there. I have no idea what's wrong with it. I have no idea. And Molly is going to figure out what's wrong with it. And perhaps we'll even fix it together on stream as we continue Molly's saxophone education live, which, again, very brave. I wouldn't do that. I barely like repairing on stream now after over a decade of experience, let alone trying to learn how to fix something my first time. So I'm already saying things in the chat to Molly because that's such a thing. Chris, good morning. Flutie Tootie. Here we go. I haven't asked this in a really long time, and I'm so sorry, but what are we drinking? What's in your cup? I think this is just plain. I think we've switched from like great value basic coffee to everyday essential because that's what was at the local grocery store because we forgot it. We forgot to get it on our grocery order, and then we had to go to the local grocery store. So it's a switch up. It's a switch up. You know, it's a little different. Ethan, good morning. It's good though. So, shall we get started? Should we do it? I don't know what this is. Apparently this is my let's warm up and fix stuff. I don't know what I'm doing, so. I say as I'm about to fix something. Here we go. All right, so got a flute on our bench. It's apart. It was disassemble and clean and polish, so that part is just about done. I gotta do, no, I think I finished that. Yeah, I finished that before I left. Yeah, so that's good. Yeah, this flute has some like pitting, or like the plating is starting to, I don't know if we'll be able to see that. I don't think so, but the plating is kind of starting to come up a little bit, which happens, but it's cleaned, it's polished. Now that I have my fingerprints all over it, I should have wore some gloves. I didn't. I should have. But here we are. What can I say? All right, so we're gonna put the keys back on. Cameron's Highlander grog. Oh, Cameron, I don't know you made coffee. That's awesome. I thought there can only be one Highlander grog. Yeah, I know you can hear it. Molly's got, so we've got earbuds that are connected to the computer. I had one, and I realized Molly couldn't hear anything, so I gave her the other one, so now she can hear all the good triggers. Yeah. Isn't that fun? So let's get to it. Today's gonna be one of those days. I'm so sleepy, which makes me very silly, but that's okay. All right, so I'll clean these keys up a little bit more. What's everyone got planned for the weekend? Anything big? Anything cool? Ethan also has bread. Ugh. I'll figure it out. One day I'll get it figured out. Part of it's a matter of time, which this week I had 0 extra of. Part of it is a matter of just absolute inability to understand coding and computers and stuff like that. So Spider-Man weekend at the movie. Yeah, Ethan, talk about that. So is it the which movie theater in Appleton are you going to be at? Ethan's going to be a Spider-Man. They're, I believe, showing the Tobey Maguire Spider-Men. We're just Spider-Men. And Ethan's going to be there dressed up as Spider-Man. Taking pictures. Shaking babies, kissing hands. What? I don't know which theater, so there it is. If you're in the area, you should go check it out, say hi to Ethan. Take a picture with him, and then you can say, I met Ethan at the movie theater. All right, this is where I didn't finish cleaning up these keys, so I gotta take that. Ooh, what's the surprise show? Is it the Wildcrats? Because the Wildcrats are coming to the Widener Center in October. We're talking about the actual Krat Brothers. Bye, Matt. The actual Krat Brothers coming to the Widener in October. Are we going to go? Oh, we're going to try. Definitely ain't no Zaboomafoo, I'll tell you that. Do you know what that is, Molly?
What did you say?
Zaboomafoo?
No.
Molly doesn't know what Zaboomafoo is.
I thought you had a stroke there for a minute.
Nope, I did not misspeak. Do you know the Krat Brothers?
Yes.
The Wildcrats?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I watched that as a kid.
Yeah, okay. Similar, kind of. Doesn't know what Zaboomafoo is. Come on. What is this? It's almost like she's many, many years younger than me.
16.
Don't need to tell me, Molly. You do not need to tell me how many years younger you are than me. That's not something I needed to hear today.
Do the math.
I don't need to do the math. I don't need to do it. Okay? I don't need to do the math. I don't need to be reminded today of my mortal coil.
You're not that much older than me. It's the same age difference between my dad and his younger brother.
I'm just saying.
15 years.
You don't need to come at me just because you can hear the music and the triggers now. I think you can just come at me like that. Ethan, you too. Get out of here with that. I don't need to know. I don't need to know how old I am. The age gap is close enough to how long I've been repairing that it is scary. Yeah. These are the things that I don't need to hear today.
Hilarious to me.
Is it funny to you, Molly? Is it good to you to have that fun for you?
It's fun.
Being so much younger than me and me being just so old and just
I
like
didn't say
so
you.
old, yeah.
Nobody called you
Yeah.
old. You called yourself old. Nobody else called you old.
Yeah. It's okay. No, I mean, you don't need to say it with your words. You can say it with like your laughing and body language and bringing up things, you know. Yeah. Yeah, I was born last century. Yes, thank you, Joe. Thank you. Aaron, Aaron and I, our age gap is wild. It's so far. I think a couple hours. Aaron and I were born on the same day at the same hospital, I think, hours apart. Or was it across the street? Because there's that batch of hospitals. But, you know. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? Okay, yeah, we're doing flute repair. Flutes, which are nice. I feel like maybe I'm almost as old as this flute. This flute's probably older. No, I'm probably older than this flute, yeah. Isn't that funny, Molly? Is that humorous to you?
Older than my flute.
Is that just funny? Just like comparing ages and just
Yeah.
really doubling down, is that?
I like to remind my father that he's turning 50 this year.
Your parents are young.
You're younger than my
Yeah, but I mean, like, I don't know. I don't want to talk about it anymore. All right, so we got this cleaned up. Let's get it back together and figure out what we're doing. That's why I'm nervous to give you a mic, Molly, because you're just going to be over there just like...
What, do you think I'm just going to keep insulting you?
Yeah, I do actually. Because it is funny. Like, we can agree with that. So I'll get this leak light down in a moment. Here we go. All right, so it's on, it's sprung up. Let's see. There we go. Here we go. Let's take a look. Could we get, oh, should we do like a, so we got the laugh track, right? That's obviously perfect. So you're saying we should get like a sitcom, like when there's an emotional moment in a sitcom when the whole crowd goes, "Aww," and like the music plays, it's like, "Ba-da-doo-doo." We should get one of those. That's a good idea. That's good. This pad, put a little shim in the back. I didn't get my shims out. Adam. Okay, here we go. I still want, eventually, Cameron hooked me up with a cool video editing website, which it's great. So I did that BobRoss mode thing. Thanks, Cameron. I do want to somehow try to make like, home improvement style transitions is just, that's my jam. One day I'll figure out how to do that. Yeah, glowy tube time. Got our leak light. So, chat, we have a leak. Oh! All right. Don, thank you. Thank you for BobRoss mode. I appreciate that. So we're going to go BobRoss mode. So we're going to bring it down a little bit. Just talk about the art of flutes, yeah? So, chat, get here. We have, let's see if we can see this, back of this pad. All right, we got a little leak back there. We got a happy little leak. Right? Got a happy little leak in back, but that's okay. That's fine. It's a happy little accident, but we can take that and grow. Right, chat? Because we're in BobRoss mode. So we're going to take this leak and turn it into not a leak. But we do have a leak. And even though it's a happy little accident, we do need to make it go away. So chat, what do we say to leaks? What do we say to leaks? And we'll say it nice and calm today. Molly, what do we say to leaks? That's right. Bad leak, go away. Please. We'll take this happy little accident and turn it into a win. All right, so I'm going to take this pad out. Careful. There we go. There we go. Here we go. So we're going to mark the back of it. Get a piece of paper. So what I do is I put a little mark on the pad, just a tiny one, to signify that that's how it's going to go back in. So I make the mark so that it, here we go, it lines up with the back, bracing there, that rib. So I know it's at 12 o'clock. That's what I'm hoping to get. 12 o'clock. Lunchtime, if you will. Happy little lunchtime. We can eat a happy little lunch. 12 o'clock. I meant 6 o'clock. I'm backwards. Because the bottom is 6 o'clock on a clock. You know what? I made a mistake. It was a happy little mistake, but that's okay. All right. What?
Huh?
Nothing. Okay. So the leak is in the back. So we're gonna take a shim. See if we can get that leak away. Molly, where is my razor blade? I'll get a new one. You're lucky.
I have so many razor.
Yeah, and they're all mine. You stole all my razor blades.
My own thing of razor.
I've got my own razor blades.
I did have my.
So why are you stealing mine?
I didn't steal yours.
All right, so I got a little liquid shellac. Hey, just shellac. Shellac. I tried to do like a relaxed thing. You know, it was good. Oh man, I think the joke was bad, but the funny, like for me, I'm just like, I just make, even if it's a bad joke, I get someone to laugh at it. Literally, I can make someone laugh at it. Oh, we like to have fun here. All right. Glued that piece in. That should be good. Put the pad back in. So I'm relining that line up with the like 6 o'clock, not 12, like a dingus. Me being the dingus saying 12 and it's 6. Listen, it's been a long week. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, there's too much stuff on my bench. I need a bigger bench. I need a bigger bench. Just too much stuff on it. Molly, can I have your bench too?
Also?
Yeah.
No.
You don't need it.
What do you mean I don't need it?
You just work on like,
Crap.
you just have a euphonium on it.
Yeah, I do have a euphonium on it.
That's not that big.
I think the only instrument that you work on that's bigger than the euphonium is the berry sack.
Yeah, I've got a berry snacks right there.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
We'll see if we can get it in today.
What did you say?
But we have berry snacks.
Berry sacks?
Berry snacks.
Uh-huh.
I don't know what's wrong with Molly today. She's like, can't hold it together. Good. There we go. You can't see it. Come on. It's hard to show leaks with the light and stuff. I wish there was an easier way. One day. One day we'll figure this stream out. All right, so we're gonna start popping this thing together. Clean up these keys. I gotta clean out the tubes, make sure they're not dirty. Ugh, man, I'm struggling today. Molly's over there doing arts and crafts. Oh, I see what you're doing. Okay. She's putting more dad jokes in the dad joke cup. All right. Oh, Molly, we can't really show it off, but soon we'll show off your temporary addition to your bench. Maybe permanent. I don't know. Hard to tell. We'll see. Yeah. She's not here right now. All right, so clean off. So denatured alcohol, cleaning off all the grime. Because what do we have on these hinge rods and stuff? We got grime. And what are we? Yeah, we are, Molly. We're the Grimestoppers.
What was your tool choice? Weapon choice?
Oh, yeah. We had like a whole thing. There it is. There it is. Thank you. Did it get cut off short? Weird. All right. Getting this key on. And that one's good. I knew that one was sitting pretty good to begin with. There wasn't a lot of, I don't think there's a lot of pad work needed with this one. It was just very, very tarnished. So we're cleaning it up. Just re-hitting these before I put them on. Did I ask what our plans are for the weekend? I did? Ethan's doing the thing. That's the only one yeah. No one else said anything. I think my family's heading up to the North Woods, taking a trip up north. It's been a minute. It'd be nice to get out there. Probably the leaves are probably changing. Probably beautiful landscape views. Good for pictures we won't take. I hope it doesn't rain, but if it does, oh darn, I gotta stay in and watch movies and read books all day? Oh, beans. What am I gonna do about that?
You know what I found out recently?
Molly, what did you find out recently?
You know those like nesting chairs, whatever, like the round ones, like the bowl chairs. You know,
Like the wicker kind of, or like, yeah, okay.
with like the woven wood.
Sure.
The those are the best chairs to read in.
Oh, yeah, okay. Molly thinks the, what are those called? Like the wooden rounded ones, the chairs with the cushion in it. I remember having one as a kid.
My parents still have them.
She said those are the best chairs to read in. A papasan? Papasan chair, yeah! I haven't said that word in a while, which has made me think to say it funny. Papasan. Papasan. Papasan chair, yeah. I think we had one as a kid and we were too rough with it, so we could never sit in it. But no one else sat in it either, so it just kind of sat there. It was a chair, it was a sitting chair that no one sat in, so it just sat there. Whoa. I was just like, whoa. Molly's mind was just blown. Whoa. That's wacky. This music's pretty good. Can you guys hear the music? Is it good? I mean, I know it's good, but like this particular one is. I think we just want to like chill out, just vibe out. I would say lo-fi music is like, for me, really, really good, just concentrate, get stuff done kind of music. Chat, what's your favorite like genre of music to just work to? What? AJR. Molly says AJR. Okay. Can't hear the music. Well, that's a bummer. It is kind of quiet. Do I have it set right? Maybe it's there you go. A little bit better. Okay. Legend of Zelda music covers. Oh, speaking to my heart here, because I just shared with yesterday, Sean and I just shared with Sean and my favorite Zelda remixes playlist. It's so good. I listened to that way too much. In fact, Cameron used to poke fun at me because when I would put on Discord at home and get some work done. Discord's like a chat kind of thing. It's kind of like a social media, but when you go live, you can sometimes share like what music you're listening to. Every time I would show that I was live on that, the music I was listening to was the Zelda remix, and he would just message me, Zelda. It was funny. It's good times. Good times had by all. Ethan said 90s Euro beat. Ethan, you should send me some stuff. I want to listen. I'm trying to expand my musical horizons lately. I've kind of stuck in the same well, mainly Zelda music. It seems. It's like the only thing I'm listening to. So I was hoping to start branching out, get some more music, get some more variety in my playlists. Shh. Bless you, Molly. I'm joking. Tenacious D is in my normal playlist. Of course it is. That one you really gotta listen to with your headphones on though. Joe, please do. That'd be great. My sister recently sent me. I'm trying to remember the name of the band. I can't recall it, but it was very much like a '90s Beastie Boys kind of vibe. Beans. I can't remember what it was. That's gonna bother me. I'll remember it. But that was pretty fun. That was fun to listen to. Don just put a planet. Okay. Outer space stuff. Is that the point? Oh, Just says there's like an open playlist at their work that people can just contribute to. That's pretty fun. As long as people take it kind of seriously, so. Ethan says the Initial D playlist, 90s Japanese street racing anime. I'll have to check that out. Maybe I should make a playlist called Behind the Bench and have it open so that anyone in chat can add music to it. Maybe we could do that. I won't be able to play it on stream because of like, copyright rules and stuff, but it'd be fun to have like a little group. But in the meantime, Heid Music has a bunch of Spotify playlists too. You can check them out.
I always forget about that.
Yeah, they're pretty fun. They're pretty good. They worked really hard on them. Should check them out. Some theme stuff, different vibes, what you're looking for. Curated lists. Pretty neat. What does it say? Weird. All right, so I'm going to put this on, and then I think I'm going to stop this because it's a little boring. So we're going to move on to something else. Get under the spring, you goose. Marty, so you said, who's on a bluegrass kick? You, okay, you've been on a bluegrass kick, yeah. I was on a sea shanty kick for a bit. That was cool and fun. Because my son came home and wanted to keep listening to the one where it's, is it the Weatherman? Letterman? There's a kind of popular one that he was listening to. All right. Let's take a look at these really quick to see where we're sitting. Oh, good. Good. All right. So I think we're going to move on here while I get this cleaned up. We're going to move on to our next segment. Everyone's favorite part of the show, when I stop talking. So we're going to head on over to our other bench here, as we go on to our. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Okay, here we go. It's the Matt Chat featuring Matt with Matt.
Hello, I am the substitute Matt because Matt is not here right now, obviously. So I was left with this top of a guitar. And I'm going to talk about it because I know so much about guitars. This is made of wood. I don't remember what wood. There's an X. There's an X on the back of here. I'm assuming for stabilization, which I don't know how stable guitars actually are. They seem very breakable. I don't know, I work on metal.
You're a professional guitar tech. What are you talking about?
This is the sound comes from here because it has to come from somewhere. But it has a very pretty design. I would say how it actually does kind of look like a Celtic knot. I don't know where the rest of the guitar is. But I'm assuming this is all we need for today. This is all very serious. Nothing funny about this.
Tell us more about the wood. What kind of wood is it?
I believe it's pine wood. I don't know, something about trees. Being on the coast. Very stable, sturdy wood. It looks nice, looks pretty. I'm assuming it's all the same kind of wood. Is that a thing where you're mixing metals with jewelry, you can't mix wood? Only one type of wood per instrument? Is that a thing? I'm assuming that's a thing. That's what I was taught. Oh yeah. This is where the thing goes. That's to help when you put the bridge. Sure. The bridge, that's what it's called. Because when you put the strings on, there has to be the bridge to hold the strings so that the strings make sound. Because otherwise, they're just strings. And I don't know what to do with strings, but the strings go here. And then they mix with the sound circle, and they make sound. That's why there's a circle here. That's why there's a hole here, because eventually there will be sound in here. And the strings make it so that there's sound that comes out of the sound hole.
Good job.
Thanks for coming to the Matt Chat.
It's the Matt Chat featuring Matt with Matt. So shout out to our substitute Matt today. Great job. I think we all learned a lot about guitars and the things on them. So dings in the chat for that. That was Matt's idea. Matt is heading down to our warehouse location to help out with the string department and make sure or contribute as much as he can. Because here at Heid Music, we have a lot of talent spread out And sometimes consolidating that into one place helps speed up the process. So shout out to Matt, and shout out to substitute Matt, Molly. So good job, Molly.
Doing great.
Doing great. You're doing great. So now that you're done substituting, you want to do your segment now?
Sure do.
All right, here we go. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, the Molly Minute. Bring!
I don't have any of my tools.
You're on.
I'm aware. What do I need? Oh no. Oh no.
Really threw off with that. You
Huh?
can't even really hear me.
No, they won't be able to. Only me.
Talk.
What am I doing?
Today, we're gonna be doing a saxophone.
Another one?
Another one.
There's more than one?
yeah. We have more than one saxophone here. Let me get my sax stand stuff. Which I don't know if you guys seen this sax stand. Pretty neat. But today we are going to do one of the last rent returns we have here, and neither of us have looked at it. No idea what condition it's in, and we're just going to look at it together. Okay?
Cool.
Cool. So let's open it up and figure it out, eh? Eh? So, how do you open it? There we go.
You're acting like I've never seen a saxophone.
So
piece
it's the
before.
good news is, I think it was worked on recently, so that's positive.
Yeah, it looks
We
like
still
it.
have the mouthpiece in a bag. We're without knowing what's up with it, we're obviously gonna clean and flush the mouthpiece because it does look like it was used a bit. So we make sure we do all that. Even if we're really strong believers that it came in and no one touched it, we still definitely clean the mouthpiece and neck regardless. So, all right. So there's a sax stand. Can you put it in the sax stand? And remember, you have a mic and people are watching.
Oh, yeah. I can talk. I gotta get used to putting saxophones in.
Yep. So
sax-
this one, remember, it goes past
Oh, yeah.
the brace, just beyond it. There you go.
Cool.
You got this. You got this. All right. Cool. Cool. There you go. Good.
Cool.
All right. So let's do an assessment of it. So we'll take our leak light and our wonderful piece of foam, and I'll show you how I do this. I usually bring it this way so you can see. And, I mean, pretty simple. But you don't want the foam to be covering up the tone holes, otherwise you won't be able to see. But you just put it in like that. Okay. Now you have to do it. The best way to teach is to make you do it after I do it, or make you struggle. But I don't want to do that.
What is it called? I'm a kinesthetic learner. That's why I'm good at
I have no idea.
technician. I have to do things to learn it.
Okay. So, apologize. Camera's gonna move as we kind of get a better view of our saxophone. There you go. All right. So, which touch piece controls the bell keys? There we go. So take a look. And talk through what you're seeing.
There's a little light coming through, I think, in the back. I can see things, I promise.
What are you seeing?
I thought there was some light coming in the back of...
Yeah, one thing you have to get used to is, especially since our light is right above here, is the light shining off the brass. Oh, I'm sorry, I just punched you in the face. I apologize. The light shining off the brass does play tricks on your eyes. So really focusing in on kind of seeing. The other thing too is what's nice is if you get kind of comfortable enough, you can actually use the reflection. Like I'm not looking at here, I'm looking at the reflection of the pad in the tone hole to get in a different viewpoint, right? You do want to look as much as possible at the pad on the tone hole. Okay, and that does look pretty good to me.
Seems like there's some light.
And this is a good angle here
Oh, I
to look
see.
in the back. Okay.
I see.
And from my angle, I'm not seeing anything, but I'm just going to step in over here. The other thing too, so we have this arm that keeps this the C sharp closed when that key touch piece is open, right? So if we push that, that opens that key. So when we're going down the horn, we want that open to play through the keys. Sorry, but if that adjustment screw is over-regulated, why don't you go ahead and just turn that really, really far. And as the chat can see, as we're looking in, we can see, yeah, it opens more and more and more. So I'm pushing down. Chad, we can look right here where my pinky's pointing. Okay, you can, there we go. That'll go right there. I'm pushing down all the way on the touch piece, but we still have a leak because that adjustment screw is over-regulated, right? Now back it out all the way. Good. Now I'm pushing down on the key and it's closing both of these keys. But if I were to touch the side touch piece, which opens the C sharp, boy, I hope I'm getting these right. I'm so tired today. when you push down on that key, our key opens up now. We don't want that. So that's when we're going to make sure that this regulation doesn't keep the BB flat open, but doesn't let the C sharp open when pushed. Okay? So that's that regulation that we're looking for between the two.
Cool.
So one thing when doing an assessment, I usually deregulate that if I'm seeing any like options of a leak, because there were some tiny leaks on the side and now they're all gone. Because I think that key was just slightly over-regulated. So now we know. And we'll continue down the horn. Check the next key.
Want me to take this out?
Nope, leave that in.
Okay. 2 leak lights.
Yeah, double lightsabers.
Double lightsabers.
All right, check the next key. Move the camera over.
Not seeing.
There we go.
Not seeing any light coming through there.
Good. Yeah, I suspect this is not going to need much. It looks really clean, which is nice. It does look like my best guess on this instrument, without looking at it closely yet, is that it went through our shop. Someone played it for like a day and was like, I don't want to do saxophone. So that's kind of my best guess on what happened to this. So checking here, all the different angles. You can see in the back of it really nicely if you just turn it this way.
Oh.
Okay. And then, of course, you can see the back here. And you can see the front right here. Those are the different angles that we're looking at. Nice. And then we check the E flat.
That one looks good. Looked at that while we were turning the horn.
Yep. And of course, we're always looking for, just like with the palm keys, the best case we want for those pads is what?
Sealing at the same time at
Yes. Avoiding what?
sunrise, sunset.
The sunrise, sunset kind of thing. Yeah. To me, that means the pad is closing nicely. When it just, whole thing, means it's nice and flat. Cool. All right, moving up the horn. Talk through what you're seeing.
There's a slight leak over here. You can see the sunrise, sunset sort of thing.
Okay. Keep going up. I would do all of them at once.
That one also has a slight leak at the bottom, maybe.
Now remember, as we hit this lower stack, I usually go top down on these, because that's how you would play them. What how many keys does each of these two interact with?
1 million.
1 million? Yeah. So we have the interaction here. So these two interact, which then when we push this lever up, another key pops up. Okay. And then also there's the top key here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 keys with one push, potentially.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a lot. Now taking a look at it, not that bad. I would actually say those are good. So when we're always looking for light touch on this kind of stuff, but it's that balance between that, but then you also have to have enough touch to like close it too. But we're always looking for the lightest touch possible when interacting with all that. And there's just like the slightest little kind of like sunrise, sunset, like I mentioned, which we can address. But then once we get this, so I've removed one factor of it, and I start to put in those other factors as we go along. So knowing that this is pretty good, we can do some minor adjustments. I want to see what the other factors when we bring those in. So I turn it upside down too, so that you can see the back really nicely. And those look pretty okay. There's just the lightest little leak in the front. So when I engage the lever and interact with that next key, I'll close it, and then I'll kind of take the lever and push it on and off again to see if it's that action is causing a leak anywhere. Okay, and I'm just trying really hard to. I'm using my thumb so that it's visible, but typically when I do it, I even though it's around, I'll use the fingers that I'm using to actually play. So, because the thumb you can push harder than you actually think you're pushing.
Yeah.
So it's something to be aware of. And that looks pretty good. And I just kind of play around with the two combinations, using the lever, taking the lever on, and then pushing the key, vice versa. And it looks pretty okay. And from underneath, you can see, if you look right underneath there, you'll be able to see the leak, or if there is a leak. You can see that. You can also see the kind of hidden version. Like if you don't look for it right here on this pad, we'll sometimes have a hidden leak. So just kind of coming over here, we can kind of see. And it looks okay. We can kind of address these little leaks in a moment, but that looks okay. And then the final piece is this up here, is the other, sorry, I'm already going ahead. Sorry, I'm looking ahead. So I think that looks pretty good. We can kind of address some of these. Actually, I don't think that's much of an issue. Just a little bit on this key, and we can look at that. But continuing to assess the horn as we work up, keep going and seeing what we see. We've done the lower stack. We're moving up to the upper stack. Talk through what you're seeing. Molly, entertain. Create content. Let's go.
That's a saxophone. It's a saxophone. We have a
So
saxophone.
just start pushing on the keys. And talk about what you're seeing.
I don't think there's much
that looks
of a.
good. Again, I think the saxophone was run through the shop a little bit. So yeah. So here
That's
I do
nice.
see, right. You can see that this is a little off, and we can address that, but not that bad.
Yeah.
And then you got to peek through here and make sure that our key is closing here, because that's the right. Just like the lower stack, these keys interact with multiple keys. So the important one is these two here, okay, and then these two, and this is another factor we have to make sure is good. But this one is all alone. That's just the. What are you seeing?
Looks pretty good.
Okay. From the front, and we'll double check it into the back as well, right? Yeah,
Looks pretty good.
I agree. Can you check the side keys? B flat C. Same concept here. We're looking for a flat close, not the kind of sunrise sunset thing. Which, from what I can tell, looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Good. All right. Check your palm keys. First thing I would do is just check the condition. Just open them up and just look, because those are the keys that what?
Get replaced the most.
Get replaced the most. Why?
You haven't told me why. You should tell
I've
me.
said it a million times. Moisture just kind of gathers in
Oh.
this area of the horn, as well as down here. Actually, that's all I know. That's what I was told.
It's the moisture.
It gets really wet and gross in there.
Ew.
All right, those look good though.
Yeah.
And then just check your high keys. Looks fine. Yeah. So in general, I would say this saxophone, I think our initial assessment of it probably went through the shop and just someone played it for a moment and was like, no, I want clarinet or trumpet. So that's good for us because we're in need of saxophone. So this will be a very, very quick turnaround on this. Okay?
Yeah.
It's mainly just cleaning and wiping it down again, which isn't even that bad because, again, it looks pretty good. Good. Yeah. So that's how I kind of look through horns. And that's what you're going to start doing soon. When saxophones come in, I think I'm going to give them to you, and you're going to kind of start assessing them. And then we'll work through the lower stack probably first. Because
Okay.
it's the hardest. And if you make it through that,
Be
you
fine
just
with
might
it.
make it on saxophone.
Just might.
Good. All right. Good job, Molly.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba, the Molly Minute. Bring!
Rules and get out of here, I said. Gosh. Oh, we're live. Oh, jeez. So, dings in the chat from Molly. Yeah, so we're slowly working through saxophones, as we said. I thought it'd be cool to just kind of work through the assessment process for me and how I look at stuff. This one's really easy because someone already basically worked on it. So, just some very quick minor adjustments that I would do, and a bunch of hand cleaning, which is great. Great. We love to see it. I love it. Cool. In fact, I'm going to schedule this to you, Molly. You're going to do the cleaning on it, and we'll walk through the minor adjustments later. Once you're done with that horn right there, okay? Cool. Hey, y'all want to see a bari sax? Should I do a bari saxophone? Because I need to do that next, because it's for a school, and it's a school that I need to get it done for. What? Cool, let's do that. So I'm gonna take a moment here and get it ready because I gotta get my, we're gonna use my sax stand. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's pretty cool. But we're gonna use it in the bari sax mode, which is even cooler because it works really well. I don't know what else to say. It's just neat. So let's do that. Let me stop this camera getting all wacky and crazy. We'll do that. And I'll just kind of talk through it really quick. Should only take a moment as I switch this out. Give this saxophone to Molly. Here you go, Molly. Yeah, Molly's got a sax tan too now. I got her. She's borrowing mine. Maybe buying. Molly's mom's here. I don't know. Christmas. All right. Here's a big saxophone. Oh, crumbs. I got to get my other light. So many leak lights, Adam. I know. Isn't it crazy? It is. But that's okay, because we're having fun. Come on. All right. So, all right, let's go top view here. All right, so I'm switching this out. So I took off the adjustment thing here. Here's the problem with this, is this gonna be tough to show the whole thing. So I'm gonna do a little camera angling, because a saxophone this big is gonna take up a lot of space on the camera. So let's get it in the sand, and then we will adjust the camera. Trying to remember what was, oh yeah, we had some lower stack issues on this, so we'll, stuff's just not moving. It's crazy. I don't know why I did that, I'm sorry. All right, so, put this right here, just that back, pop this right here, bada bing, bada boom, there we are, in the stand. Looks great. I'm gonna adjust the camera so we get a little bit more of a view of the whole thing. I don't even think we'll be able to, but we'll get more of it at least. So, Barry sax. Wow. Yeah, I can't even, we'll have to, I'm not even sure we'll be able to see the whole thing. We'll try. Here we go. That's about as good as I can do. So, this thing's dirty. So I do know part of our issue is that this key just won't open. So I'm gonna figure out why. My guess is it just got bent. So, well, let's put a leak light on it. So I've got a new leak light here, which is pretty neat. If we'll take a look. This is a flexible leak light. It's USB powered, so I got a power block here. So what I do is plug it in to here, right? Easy. And then turns on. And it's flexible. I try not to flex it too much, but what we're able to do then is just like this, sneak it through one of the tone holes like this. And now we're able to look and see what's going on down there. And when it comes to this key, I just won't engage that key, and then I do it a different one to check the other one. So, all right, so we definitely have something that bent, obviously. Gotta move some stuff. See, I need a bigger bench. Molly, I need your bench. I'm gonna take it. It's mine. I have to use it. All right, so gonna take our bigger one here. All right, so now we're lighting it up. Let's take a peek, see. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is all over the place. What in the world? Okay, what got bent? Did this get bent? This is sometimes this is the fun part of just figuring out what happened so that you can reverse it. And that's kind of going to be our challenge here. Because your first instinct might be, well, I'll just go bending stuff willy-nilly. But one, it might be doing more harm than good, and two, there might be a quicker, easier, more appropriate solution. We can just figure out what happened. So my key here is bottoming out there. If I take this, okay, I think beans. This one's a fun one. I think our lever key is really holding it up, but I think that's in addition to something over here. So I'm gonna just start taking these bell keys off, and then what I'm gonna do is just try to make them work one at a time backwards, and see if we can find out exactly what's going on. So this one's gonna probably take a minute to diagnose, if anything. But that's the best way to go about this one. Molly, okay, you're lucky. So first I'm going to disengage these springs. There we go. Yeah, I think we got a, as I'm looking through, I'm thinking we have a combo here, a couple different bent keys, but we're going to go through. I will say, this is a Yamaha. That's what it is. You can just tell that. I don't like the way the left-hand cluster is put together. It's kind of annoying to try to get in there, basically. I'm not a big fan, but I do like the saxophone in general. It's just tough to, as a repair tech, tough to get in here and get this kind of apart. Everything's interlocked in a way that's just a little annoying for me. Maybe I'm just missing something, but it's not the most fun to do. But I'm still gonna have fun. I'm still gonna do it. You know, we're just having fun. So I'm gonna take all these keys off, take these screws out, and then we're just gonna, like I said, one at a time. Put them in, put them back together. As we introduce other elements, it might push something off, so that'll be telling as well to see exactly what's going on. Some beautiful piano music now. We have a piano tuner in, which is great. Because we work hard to maintain our stock here at Heid Music too. All right, come on. Come on, dumb fingers. There we go. All right, last one. I'm actually gonna keep that one in because that's the one I want to look at specifically. So, all right, do I gotta take this key off too? See, there's a lot, you gotta take a lot off to get to this, which is okay. Apologize if I'm off screen here. It's a big saxophone. I don't know what you want from me. It's just a big saxophone, you know? Okay, there we go. One key off. Yay. All right, I'm gonna set this up here. Make sure that's safe. Now, can I take this key off? I should be able to slip that out. Okay. You want to see the? Oh, here. Molly wants to see how. Do you want to show? Look at that. Look how big that is. Look at your hand. Yeah, it's as big as your palm. It's pretty great. All right, so here's where it gets kind of integrated here pretty well. See, this key is over that. That lever is keeping that in, so we almost have to put everything together at once in order to get it back together, which is a little annoying, but we'll do it. So I left this back key on because that's the biggest culprit of what's hanging up here. Come on, friend. It's all right. There we go. Let's see if we can figure this out. Big fan of what Yamaha makes. Yeah, I really enjoy. Oh, beans. So this is just. Is it the key? The key is bent pretty bad here. That could be what happened. Let's see. All right, our key down here is working. That's good. This key just doesn't have any leeway, any room, and it's not moving at all. So I'm going to take that off. We're going to straighten it. We'll make sure that this key is working, which I believe it is because I think I just saw it engage a bit. Now I did take off the spring, but there's just no movement here. Yeah, it's not doing anything. My guess is this got hooked on something and pulled the whole left pinky cluster out of alignment. That's my best guess because it does look to be sitting kind of low. So let's take it off and let's straighten out this part because I can see it was bent here, which is tough to do. There's not a lot of space and that's pretty protected. So that one's a good one. I think it just got twisted then too. That's my guess. It's just not moving at all, huh? All right, let's take it off. All right. Fun facts about Yamaha there. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, they're into a lot of stuff. Okay. Taking this last key off, we can take a look at it. We can get a good idea of just how bent it is, which the answer is probably a lot. If I can get it out. What's going on? Woo! All right. This is all sorts of a wreck. Come on. What is going on? What am I caught on? Nothing. Whoa. That's not supposed to be like that. That could very well be our issue. This arm is touching that post even. So I'm wondering if this whole thing got... How did that get bent though? How did that happen? This is the fun part where you're just like, beans of boys, how do we even get to this point? So we'll have some fun trying to figure out exactly what happened and reversing that. Come on. This is a tough screw to get out. But we'll get it. There we go. Well, that's pretty bent. I mean, there's a problem right there. Yeah, so this end here was definitely, it's marred up, so it was hitting against the post or something, which means it probably got bent. We might need to, I don't know, maybe do some post alignment, but that doesn't make much sense because it's pretty well hidden in there. So I'm not gonna, that's not my first option. But our key here is doing well, and that doesn't look bent. Which, if anything, I would say that would be the bigger culprit, but it doesn't look like it's bent at all. So, yeah, well, we're gonna try to straighten out this key and put it back on and go from there. That'll be fun. But I think we're gonna end a little early today, so I think we'll call it there. I'm gonna start by straightening this out. Yeah, oh wow, can you really see the bend in it? If I try to line it up with my sax stand, can you tell? Oh, yeah. Look at this over here on the right side of the screen. You can see it lined up with the sax stand, except this is way up. So we'll get that straightened out. And I believe it's probably twisted a little bit too. So we'll get that straightened and untwisted, and we'll rock and roll from there. But anyways, thanks. Thanks for watching and joining in here. And I hope you enjoyed the substitute teacher for Matt. I think we might have another guest substitute next week, perhaps. I think that's kind of funny and fun, and it's a fun little. We like to have fun here. We like to have a little fun. Anyways, we're gonna call it a little early today. Yeah, and we'll see you next week. Had a lot of fun. Thanks again for watching. And next week, Thursday, you know what? I was looking. This is episode what? 36, something like that. 52 is coming fast. We're only a couple months away, and I would like to hit 1 year, full on, without missing anything. So I'm really excited for that. It's coming. But anyways, thank you so much for joining us, and as always, keep her going and keep her good.
Let us help you find your melody at Heid Music.